So this is my LearningWorks teaching sample. My friends Austin, Kristen, and Chase have agreed to help me by being students. So, all right, so when I was thinking about something that I wanted to teach, I realized that it's the end of the term, we're all really stressed out. We don't have a lot of time to do the normal things that would help us relax. So trying to find alternatives that are easy to do, especially if you're sitting at a computer and just need a moment to take for yourself. I thought that would be a useful thing to learn. So first of all, I'm curious what you guys normally do to help yourselves relax. For instance, I like to bake or exercise. What about Kristen?
I take walks. Long walks.
And Chase?
Well, I like to sleep or take a nap. that helps with relaxing, and otherwise just sometimes just writing, just a journal often.
Sure. But I imagine that now when you have so much stuff going on at school, it becomes harder to find time.
Yep.
Definitely. And Austin?
I don't know, like draw, play guitar, stuff like that.
Okay. Well, one thing that I'm going to do 3 different things today. Work on breathing, a little bit of stretching, and also some massage stuff that you can do to yourself. These are all things that you can do while you're sitting down or in your room, wherever. You don't have to change into like comfortable clothes to do it or anything like that. So starting off, I want to work on some breathing techniques. I know when I was little, the way I thought about breathing was like when you suck in air, your whole body should be sucked in like this. And as I got older, I realized that that's not how it works physically. Your belly should be expanding with air because you're taking in oxygen. So I was wondering, first of all, do you guys know what your diaphragm is?
Yes.
Kristen, what's the diaphragm?
It's like that little sac muscle, and it helps you inhale and exhale by pushing against your lungs.
Exactly. It's the muscle that separates your lungs from your abdomen, and when it contracts, it helps you breathe. That's perfect. So first of all, I wanted us to practice breathing, being really aware of that expansion in the stomach, in the abdomen when you breathe. So just, close your eyes if it helps, but try breathing in for 5 seconds, and then holding it for 2, and then breathing out for 5. And this next time, after holding for 2, breathe out through your mouth, like sigh it out. Okay, make sure you're counting, because that sometimes when you focus on counting, it helps you empty your mind a little bit more and focus less on all those things that are stressing you out and more on just breathing and relaxing. So maybe take one more breath, one deep breath, and hold it. Alright, so that's kind of just to start out, to help us get a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more aware of our bodies and our breath. Next, I was hoping that we could do a little bit of stretching, so maybe you might separate yourselves a little bit, have a little more room, and start by just bringing your arms out wide, stretching up tall, with your fingers splayed, and reach very actively towards the ceiling with your palms facing inwards. Okay. You should feel like your spine is getting taller and you're reaching towards the floor with your butt. So going in opposite directions. Now try taking some of those deep breaths. All right, now take your right hand and grab your left wrist and lean towards the right side. Make sure you don't cave in with your chest and just keep breathing. Leading with your head, top of your head, your crown. Now exhale and come back to center. And switch. And then go the other way. Austin, you might want to pull your shoulders back a little bit.
Back this way?
Yeah, so you're not collapsing.
Yeah.
And then back to the center. And bring your hands back down wide. Okay. Maybe roll out your shoulders a little bit. Feel a little bit more loose?
Yeah.
Good. All right, now finally I want to do a few little massage things. Start out by, normally it's nice to do these to each other. You get, because you don't have to think so much, and it's nice to have someone else rubbing you. But sometimes you're by yourself in a computer lab, and that would be a little weird. You get to ask the person next to you if they can give you a massage. So for yourself, what you can do, it's really interesting. you don't always realize where you hold tension. I know I don't. We think sometimes about the shoulders and the back, but also in the face. And so what I want you to do is take your hand and put it on kind of the bridge of your nose, like this, with the thumb on one side and the rest of the fingers on the other side. And take your thumb and kind of rub it along the brow bone where your eyebrow is, and put a lot of pressure on that. Maybe you can feel the tightness or a place where you can definitely feel that it's a little sore. I don't know, are you guys noticing anything?
I can't see without my glasses, so I had to like watch what you were doing. I see it now.
You see it? Okay. Yeah, and use your thumb, exactly. And maybe a little bit lower.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, are you guys all noticing where the tension in your eyebrow, like forehead muscle is? And then when you feel like you've done one side, you can switch hands and do the other side. And just like push outward with your thumb. Okay. Another one that I want to try before we run out of time is put your fingertips at your temples like this, and reach your thumbs around back towards your ears. And starting right here at this bone at the base of your head, your skull, kind of scrape back like this on your neck, and there's like little sort of U-shaped hollows at the base of your neck. You guys feel that?
Yeah.
And you might try a little higher. I was starting out a little too low. And just rub at whatever speed feels good to you, and go in circles with your thumbs. And then lastly, one that you might not think of at all, but someone told me recently, is your arms right here. So if you reach your arm out, palm down, you notice this little curvy place where your muscle comes into your elbow. Put your thumb right on top of it and just press down. Can you feel tightness there? Yeah, and just rub in circles. It's kind of painful, actually.
Yeah, it is. I didn't know.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all for the lesson today. I was wondering if you could go around and say what you thought worked best for you, what you might try in your daily life now.
Well, I knew a lot about the breathing and stuff
Sure.
already, but it's always good to have a reminder. And the stretching, that actually, I mean, your posture affects how easy it is for you to breathe, and it was nice to kind of be reminded.
Definitely. I feel like a lot of us tend to, stay in that posture of studying or leaning over, and it's hard to remember to bring our shoulders back a lot of times.
Yeah. No, I definitely like the idea of giving myself a head massage. It's so simple, but so nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Breathing I think was my main, like leaning back and like, oh yeah, that's different, feels, no, not regular.
And all this stuff, like normally you're in this hunched over position,
Yeah.
it's no wonder our tension's building up.
Right.
Definitely. So hopefully you guys will have a slightly less stressful rest of exams. I know everyone has a lot to do, but thanks for taking the time to help me out, and I'll see you later.
Hey!